Hi, my name is Natalie and I work with Central Arkansas Library System. Do you ever have trouble finding books or books for you and your kids to read together, or maybe they're just getting into reading and you're not sure where to start? I have some suggestions and maybe you'll like something. All the books I'm going to talk about today are relatively new. They were published in the previous year. The first book I have is You Are Ready by Eric Carle. Eric Carle to me is a classic. He always has beautiful illustrations, and of course you can talk about the different animals on the pages. And the story is, it's not too long. It's great for really young children. No More Naps is an adorable story with really funny, expressive illustrations, and it's exactly what it is. The little girl does not want to take naps, but eventually everyone around her is getting sleepy and they want to take a nap. So I won't spoil the ending, but maybe you'll find this interesting and funny. Maybe you like superheroes. We Are Superheroes. This is a different kind of book. It's actually not a story. It's like a beginner's guide to superheroes. So maybe you have a child that's just starting into reading and they love superheroes. They can read just a couple of pages and take a break, and then tomorrow they read a couple of pages more about their favorite superheroes. And it's really great because it's just like a little bit about them and their hobbies and like what they stand for, what's important to them. A really fun picture book is I'm Sticking With You. It's about this big bear and this little tiny squirrel, and how no matter their differences, or maybe something doesn't go as well, like bumping into the other or just an accident of some kind, but no matter what, I'm sticking with you. So it's a great friendship story. The last of my picture books I have is Ronin the Librarian. It's as adorable as the title is. It is a barbarian who discovers reading. The illustrations are wonderful. They're really fun. About this Ronin the Barbarian, how he loved all of his treasure, but once he discovered stories and books, he was hooked. So I highly recommend Ronin the Librarian. It's all the picture books I have for you this time, but I do have some non-fiction sections, so maybe your kid is more interested into facts, history, science maybe. Well, one great series is these. They are the Book of Why, the Book of Which, the Book of What, the Book of Where, the Book of How, and the Book of Who. Each book is 50 questions with all 50 answers. So again, if maybe you don't want to read an entire book all at once, you can just read a little bit here and there, find out some random fun facts, and also get you understanding how to ask questions and who and where and what and why, how and which, just the importance of it all and differences between. And I like that they're all color coded, so it's just a really great pick and choose, read as you like kind of book. It's a good intro to reading. And of course, how can you go wrong with dinosaurs? We have this Super Dinosaur Encyclopedia. It is thick and huge, but it's actually not intimidating. As you can see, the pictures take up most of the book, with just a few paragraphs of text. So you learn enough about each dinosaur to be satisfied with the information, but you still get, it's still pleasing to the eye, and it's not overwhelming at all for kids or for adults. Because I mean, I would read this too. All right, maybe Disney is your thing. This is just like that superhero movie, but with Disney villains. And I think that's cool because so many people talk about the princesses and just other side characters, but villains, that's just a really cool concept. And it brings back villains from old cartoons and new. So I think that's something great that you and your kids can enjoy, and maybe inspire you to go watch that movie or go read more books about the different Disney characters. So excellent book to read. And again, it's another one that you can just read as you want to instead of having to read it all at once. We do have books about amazing people in the world. One of them would be Amazing Women of the Middle East. And this one is definitely for your older kids, because it has maybe a little bit more text than some of the others. But it's still very fascinating, and you can just read as you go and as you want to. And it's about important people in our world. And this one actually just came out in December, so this one's only a month old. It's brand new. My last book I have for you, and I think it's another really important one, and it's Generation Brave, the Gen Z kids who are changing the world. This one is great because it shows who's changing the world right now, and they are kids. They are young people, so it kind of shows that no matter your background, your nationality, your ethnicity, or your age, that you can change the world. And I think that's just important. That's just really awesome to know. This one is definitely for one of your older kids, just because it's a little bit more text, but if you're willing to read with them and take your time, that's amazing as well. But highly recommend all of these stories. So if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. Also, feel free to check out our website, cows.org, and our catalog. So maybe you don't want to read this specific book or any of these specific books, but something like them. Feel free to search it in our catalog or call any of our local libraries in our system, and I'm sure someone will be happy to help you find books that are similar to any of these topics. And I will see you next month with a whole new set of books, so stay tuned. Bye.